Hey guys, Christian with Resell Brothers here. If you're new to the channel, my brother Tony and I did over $700,000 in sales in used clothing last year on eBay. This video is just gonna be a pick and ship. We had over $2,500 in sales yesterday. I think something north of 80 orders. So we're just gonna pick through the stuff, tell you what sold, and just go from there. All right, next thing that sold was a Duluth Trading t-shirt. It sold for $10, so 580.15 is the number. Go over here. This is why our system works pretty well for us, because it's nice and quick. You can just grab this stuff and go right down the line. Our next sale on eBay is a pair of Dockers. They were new with tags, so for $23.75. Number is 59,757. So over here, 59,757. All right, what do we got next? Next we have a Vineyard Vines blazer. It's kind of like a plaid pattern, sold for $125. The number is 62,194. So 62,194. One right here. Nice Vinny Vines. All right, let's see what else we got here. Here's another pair of Dockers, sold for $10. These were used. 62,758. So 62,700. And where's she at? There we go. All right. There we go. 62,758. Next, we have an Adidas golf polo, sold for only $9.63. 63,671. Boom. Quick. This is how we ship so many orders, because we're pretty organized over here. Okay, I forgot what I was on. Okay, next we have a pair of Nike golf pants, sold for $17 plus shipping. Everything I say is plus shipping, by the way, if you're new to the channel and you don't know that. This is 65,519. So let's go over here. Okay, let's see. 18, 19. There we go. Next is a paper denim and cloth pair of new tag pants, sold for $19 plus shipping. 65,924. Oh, that's gonna be over here. So 65,924 down here. A little low. How your guys' sales doing? Comment how your sales are doing. Let us know what's new with you guys, what's new in the reselling world. Next is a Greg Norman polo, size 2XL used, sold for 11 bucks. It's 66,139. So 66, oh, not even close. All right, 66,139. Should be in this box. Or maybe not. Is it? Is it? Oh, come on. That means it's literally the first one in this box. Oh, you hate to see it. All right. Now what do we have? Next is a pair of it's an Under Armour polo, just a regular golf polo, sold for $15. The number is 67,819. 819. Right here. Quick. I'm gonna have to go quick during this because we have so many orders. Next is a Shaquille O'Neal dress shirt, new with tag, sold for $19. It's a pretty big size, 4XL. That's why it sold for so much. The number is 67,832. So 67,832. Let's see where it's at. Shaquille O'Neal, baby. All right. After the Shaquille O'Neal, we have a Callaway Opti-Dry Polo, new tag, sold for 24 bucks, 68,420. So over here is where it should be. All right, there we go. Quick Callaway Polo. Moving along. Next, we have another Callaway Polo from the same guy, sold for 24. That's probably why we sold them a little cheaper, because we had multiple quantity order. A lot of times we'll make a little deal. That's 68,421. So that should be 68,421. I feel like I was just in this box. It's a little early for me, guys. And another one. Another one. DJ
another one.
All right, what do we got? Levi 550, so for $16.30 plus shipping, it is 68,646. So 68,000, we need a 646. Oh, there we go. Not too shabby. All right. Next, we have a Johnny O top shelf, new tags. So for 30, just a regular polo, the number is 68,681. 68,600. Johnny O, baby. All right, what do we got next? Next, we have a Vineyard Vines On The Go Performance button-down shirt. This is a good sale. It's sold for $44 plus shipping. It is 69,115. We're moving along. All right, right down here. Bada boom, bada bing. There we go. Are there any, curious, does anybody know a reliable wholesale Lululemon supplier? We're looking for one. Next is a Johnny O Featherweight Men's. Used, sold for $23.75 plus shipping. Number is 69,745. Right here. Another Johnny O, baby. Hey, it's a Johnny O kind of day. It's kind of crazy. We know we don't sell a lot of Johnny O. An Adidas 2XL golf polo. It's prime golf polo season, everybody. So if you got them, get them listed or get them recreated, relisted. Definitely want to be getting the front-loaded traffic on these golf polos. They're selling like hotcakes. This sold for $19, and it is 70,125. Where are we at over here? Oh no, come back. What kind of stuff are you guys selling? Are you selling summer stuff? You still got jackets and stuff like that? You're selling it cheap? And do you have any like new golf brands that you're looking at? Seems like there's a lot of crazy new golf brands nowadays. Next is a Callaway, another new Callaway. This had a little bit of an imperfection, sold for $15, 70,534. We're moving along over here. Let's see. Where's the 34? I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a gap in these. Oh, here we go. 70,534. Nice. Next we have a pair of Chubbies. This is a Chubbies, actually it's a shirt. Chubbies, kind of a Hawaiian print shirt, sold for $23.75. The number is 70,635. So it should be in this box over here. Where are we at? This looks like it. Nope, 32. Oh, there it is. Some of these boxes are packed tight like sardines. Funny consolidated a couple days ago, so everything's really tightly packed. It feels like there's a bug in my shoe. Ah! I think I got an ant. I got an ant in my shoe. I don't know how that's possible, but okay, what do we got next? I forget where I was at. Oh, okay, St. John's Bay, $18.53. Pair of flat pocket pants. Oh, actually, this is a shirt, sorry. Flat pocket shirt. Actually, I'm wrong. It's a pair of cargo pants. I don't know what I went down. I accidentally looked at the one below it. Okay, this is 70,660. This is live time, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. St. John's Bay. Who else is buying it? Probably nobody. Callaway OptiDry 2XL. This was another part of that big bundle that we got. This sold for 24 bucks, 70,777. It's a lot of sevens. Sometimes when I get weird numbers like that, I'll be like, should I play the lottery? And then I realize I'm not that lucky. A lot of sevens. All right, now what do we got? Charles Tierwood, and this is all in one day, by the way, so if you're wondering what a day looks like for us, this is a pretty good day. We normally like are around $2,000. So this is a little over $2,500, so a little bit more substantial than usual. 70,931. This is a Charles Tierwood shirt, sold for 14. So 931. Where are we at? 930. Oh no! This could possibly. So I don't see it over here. Unless I already picked it and I'm dumb. I didn't think so. Okay, this could possibly be a return. So let me go check it, see if it's a return. Our return table's right over there. Yeah, this was a return. So quick. We actually have to organize this return table. It's a little bit of a mess right now, but that's how it is when you're reselling. Sometimes you have to wait to do something, and then when you do it, you feel like 1,000 pounds has been lifted off of you. Eddie Bauer cargo shorts sold for 12, men's size 36, 71,115. Where are we at? 14.15. Uh-oh, this has nothing written on it. That's not good. I have to check that one. Sometimes we forget to write what it is on the bag. When that happens, I always make sure I open it up and double check it. Nike Golf Polo, kind of got a cool geometric print. Sold for $18 plus shipping, 71,154. That might be in this box too. Not even close. Okay, 71,154. Oh no, these boxes are out of whack. Oh, nope, it's over here. Okay, so like I said, Tony consolidated, so the inventory is a little wonky. Like those were new boxes that have to be re-put into the system. There's a big gap. I don't know if you can see. So this is empty. All those shelves across the wall back there, I don't even know how many shelves that is, probably 15 shelves. They're all empty. We're in the process of moving them all back over. And if you're wondering why we do this to ourselves, it's because this is the best system that we've found as far as just reusing all the boxes and consolidating everything. It does take a little bit of time, but that's the best way we can find to do it. If you have a better system, let us know and we'll consider it. But for now, this is how we do it. Okay, so Van Heusen shirt sold for 18 bucks, new tags, 71,195. Van Heusen, nobody's buying it, but we buy it. It's actually a brand that we buy quite often, but we don't pay up for it. Paid like $4 for that. Ohio State, this is a Nike dry fit long sleeve, sold for 18 bucks, 71,346. There we go. Nice quick little pickup. All right, where are we at? So 713.46. Now we are on a Vineyard Vines hoodie. It's an Edgartown hoodie, sold for 20 bucks plus shipping, 71,347. So that should be in this box. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? There we go. Next is a Nautica Polo. This was another kind of a bulk order here. This guy ordered several things. Sold for 10 bucks plus shipping, 71,429. That might be in this box. Oh, there it is. Bada boom, bada bing. Next is a pair of Old Navy chino shorts, sold for 13 bucks used. Not terrible for such a cheap mall brand. The number is 71,443. I priced that way too fast. Okay, let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Old Navy. Moving right along here. Levi 559 sold for 21 bucks plus shipping. They are used, size 36 by 34, 71,468. Where are we at? Over here, over here, over here. Levi's. You can't see it because it's in the back. And if you're new to the channel, we do pre-package our items in the shipping bags ready to go. This saves us a lot of time. We think that it's a good idea. We were the first people to do it, I'm pretty sure. At least the first people that I know of to come up with this system. If you know somebody who did it before us, comment in the comments because I highly doubt it. But we used to put them in the plastic bags. Like here, I'll show you. Let me grab one. I mean, I guess they're all kind of plastic, but we used to put them in these bags so we could see what they were, but then we'd have to put them in a shipping bag. We're paying for bags twice, which made no sense to us. So that, plus it takes longer, so we just put them in the shipping bags now, ready to go, saves us some time. We think it's a good way to do it. We've seen some other people switch to our system since seeing us, but it's just a little thing we do kind of different from other people. Billabong Crossfire shorts. These sold for 12 bucks. They're I think they're board shorts. They are used, 71,773. All right, should be up here. Okay, there we go. Comment how long you've been reselling in the comments. I'm interested to see if we have like a bunch of new resellers watching us, if we have a bunch of people that are a little more skilled, been doing it for a while. I've never really asked that question before, so I'm interested to see. If you have an answer, please comment, because it's a question I really would like answered. Okay, 70 Under Armour Cold Gear fitted long sleeve. This sold for $27 plus shipping. The number is 71,788. Should be in here, right? There we go. That's so quick too, guys. This stuff here is stuff that's sold really fast. So like obviously we put our orders in sequential order. So as I'm picking through the list, we started with the oldest stuff. So the first stuff I picked, I don't even think I recorded it because it was so old. But the first stuff that I picked, that stuff was the oldest stuff, and this stuff is the stuff that sold the quickest. So if I say something like the next thing that sells, you're gonna know, hey, that sold really quick. Maybe I should be looking into this kind of stuff and picking it up. Or maybe not if you don't like what it sold for. If it sold for 10 bucks and you're like, I can't buy that, then don't buy it. Notre Dame Fighting Irish Johnny O sweatshirt sold for 19 bucks plus shipping, 71,866. 800 and where's that? There we go. Johnny O, and this had a flaw. That's why it sold for a little less. But even like, that's kind of a prime example. Even on an item that had a flaw, we sold it for a decent amount of money. And I think we only paid like $2 for it because of the flaw. And it was Johnny O, had that going for it, and it was Notre Dame. So the Johnny O sports team stuff does well for us. That's why we picked it up. Taylor Vintage men's pants. Now these are not fast movers usually, but they sold quickly here for $38 plus shipping, 71,992. Ooh, where's that gonna be at? Where is it gonna be? Probably in this box. Nope, not that box. Where are we at here? There we go. Right here. So, pretty good sale, honestly. I think we paid like 10 bucks for those. We bought a bunch of them, and they're usually, I think these are a newer batch, so obviously we buy all kinds of different stuff. So we bought a big batch of new stuff, kind of wholesale deal. The Taylor Vintage pants, and they were kind of slow movers for us. We priced them pretty high, so maybe that's why. But these were actually a thrift store find, and they sold quickly. So I guess your pricing really does matter, and it could be the time of year. I think we listed the other ones in the winter time. More of a summery tech kind of pant, so maybe keep that in mind as well. And we kind of try to like keep mental notes of all this stuff, like, oh, maybe don't list tech pants in the dead of winter. You know what I mean? Just like, to some, maybe blatantly obvious, but we kind of like to track that, because if you're listing something in the off season, you have to make sure that you recreate it. If you have Nifty, and if you don't have Nifty, you just relist it, make a new listing when it is on like in peak season, because it makes a huge difference.
Sorry to pause the video right here, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying it, but I had to tell you about Nifty.AI. It's the reselling software that we've been using over the last year. It's helped grow our business over $100,000. It's the thing that we use for delisting. It's what we use for cross-listing, and it's what we also use for the recreate feature, which has been a game changer for us. If you're interested in learning more about it, we created a free mini course to tell you everything you need to know about it, and it can help you set everything up. It goes through everything that you could possibly want to know about Nifty.AI, and it's free, 100% free. The link is in the description. It'll teach you everything you need to know about it, and it'll basically give you a trial before you even go use it, or have to purchase it. And if you do decide to purchase it, code RESELLBROS will get you 15% off, best discount on the internet. So go ahead and check it out. Now we're going to get back to the video.
Next is a RLX Polo. It was new with tags, sold for $700. Sold for $30 plus shipping. The SKU is 72,357. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. It's so early. RLX, bada boom, bada bing. Tommy Bahama, new with tags rugby shirt, sold for $25 plus shipping. The number is 72,389. So it should be in this box. Oh, nope, never mind, this box. Tommy B. Next is a Callaway Opti-Dry Polo, and it's not just one, but it is 6. Now this is something that I don't think a lot of other resellers do. We buy the cheap stuff. Like if we find a good size, like Callaway polos are normally used. I mean, they're not selling for a lot of money. We normally pay $1 for them. I think we paid like $2 for these, maybe $3. Maybe it was a little more. It could have been $4. I don't know, but we paid up a little bit compared to what we normally pay for these Callaway polos. We like to buy them new, but used not so much. But they were a great size, 5XLT. And if you know anything about plus size clothing in men's, it does seem to do better in 90% of all brands. So we like to pick up the plus size stuff. We sold 6 of these polos for $114 plus shipping. So we're making pretty good money on these. And they're all kind of listed back to back to back to back to back. They suck when you take pictures of them. I mean, it's absolutely awful to get them to lay flat because they're so big. And I think these were so wide that like our rulers, or not rulers, but our measuring sticks, our yardsticks, were not long enough to even measure the width. So it was kind of crazy. But 72,454. Just one of those things that, and they sold very quickly, by the way, all of them. So maybe something you want to take note of with this men's plus size stuff. It's another one of those polos. Same size, huge size Callaway. It almost feels like a pair of pants. It's crazy. Okay, that was 57. Then we got another Callaway Polo. 61. So you know I'm not full of crap. Let's see. This is another one of those, but this is, I think I already did 51. Nope, I didn't. 51. Sometimes eBay doesn't quite organize these in a row. I don't know why that is, but 51. Now we got another Callaway Polo. Surprise, surprise. This is 74.55. That should be in here. Bada boom, another one. Another one. That's probably annoying. And last but not least, we have one that is another Callaway Polo, 72,449. Should be like right here. Bam. And there you go. That's like $100. Probably made, we sold 6. We probably paid at the most $4 a piece for them. So we're probably making a decent chunk of change on that. You do the math. I don't want to. Next is a pair of Red Wing True Hiker boots. We paid up a lot for these. They were new. So if you find a pair of new Red Wing boots for like $50 and like a lower 50, I don't know, depends on the boot, but if it's a less substantial boot, which most Red Wing boots are pretty good, but these were kind of a little bit of a less substantial. They were just the True Hikers. We paid $50 for them, new with tags, sold them for $125 plus shipping. So a decent little profit, but we definitely paid up, but they sold really quickly. So they sold in like a week. Where was I at? So 72,477. So that's going to be in this box. Oh, And when we sell a pair of shoes for over $100, most of the time we will put them in a box just because of the price. Oh no, that's gonna mess my camera up. Can you still see me? Nice. All right, I'm gonna actually have to get another box. So after the Red Wing boots, what do we got? We got a Greg Norman taking a real step down. This sold for $11.50. The number is, but it sold super quick, less than a week, probably actually a couple days. The number is 72,655. So let's see if we can find this baby. Oh no, that's gonna be over here in our not yet fixed in the inventory system. So let me try to run this baby down. Actually, this stuff that's not fixed, I think I'm gonna just pick it, and then, because it's gonna be like a pain to walk all the way around, and then I'll meet you back at the Poshmark stuff. That stuff should all be in order, hopefully, we'll see. Hopefully it should be in order. This stuff will all be fixed. Actually, I'll fix it today, then everything will run pretty smoothly, but sometimes when we consolidate, we run out of time, it gets too late in the day and we can't finish in one day. So what do? We come back next day and try to get it taken care of. There's not normally this chaos going on, but sometimes you need chaos before you can fix it. So I'll see you over at the Poshmark orders. I'm gonna pick the rest of this eBay stuff, and maybe I'll like run through it and tell you what it is all in one fail swoop. But yeah. All right, I picked all this stuff that was in the weird section that's not been consolidated yet. I'll just run through it real quick. We have a Under Armour polo sold for $12. We have I'll just actually run down it and just tell you, Donald Ross polo sold for $13, just a regular Donald Ross. We have a Patagonia jacket with, I think it had a big old stain on it, sold for $47.50. It was actually a certain type. It's called the H2NO jacket. It's a raincoat. So I guess whoever bought it wasn't too worried about it. Next, what did I get there wrong? Oh, something else sold. What the heck? $27.30. Did I not pick that? Oh, it's buried. Okay. Whew. I thought I missed something. It was like in the bottom of the thing. This is a Ralph Lauren button-on shirt, sold for $33.25. It's new. That's why it sold for so much. We got a pair of Flag and Anthem shorts. These only sold for $7. We only paid $1 for them though. So paid $1, sold for $7. Next is a Miss Me pair of jeans, sold for $25.65. That would be the MMs here. After that, we'll go quick. A pair of Bass men's cargo fishing shorts. They'll sold for like 14 something plus shipping, $14.25. Dry fit Nikes. These sold for $5. They had a flaw, and we still got our money back on them, so praise the Lord. Next is a pair of Van Vivian. So this is something my brother told me not to buy. Oh boy, was he wrong. They sold in like 2 days. Actually, maybe less than that. At least, at the very most, these sold in 2 days for $11.86. And they were not in the greatest condition either. Kind of a little bit of a sleeper. It's like a Vans kind of swim line. It's called Van Vivian. I don't even know if they make it anymore. Comment if you know, do they make it anymore or is it kind of discontinued? Judging by the sell-through rate, I'm assuming that they don't make it anymore because the sell-through rate on these is actually pretty good. Not for a lot of money, but the sell-through, pretty good. Mark Anthony men's khaki shorts. They were 100% cotton, new with tags, sold for $18. So pretty much instantly too. And a brand hardly anybody else, actually, I can venture to say nobody else on YouTube has talked about this brand, and it sold super fast for us. Let me see if the size was a factor on that. I don't want to mislead people. It was a size 33, so pretty normal size. Croft Barrow used shorts sold for $16, and they sold within a couple days of being listed. And last but not least, we have a pair of 511 tactical cargo pants sold for $15. We paid a whopping $1 for these, so definitely happy with that sale. Now we're going to move on to Poshmark. All right, guys, the first thing that sold on Poshmark is an Armani blazer, sold for $151. The number is 53,197. So let's see. That should be over here. Let's see. And this thing took forever to sell. That's the thing with Armani. I feel like it either sells instantly or never sells. So if you try to get a ton of money out of it, you might be waiting for a ton of time. Next, we have a Walter Hagen new with tags polo. This sold, this all the way on the other side of the warehouse. This sold for 20 bucks and it sold pretty quickly. Number is, oops, about wrecked. It sold for, wait, the number is 72,705. So that's over here. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, 705. Oop, over here, down here. $705. All right, what we got next? Faraday t-shirt. This sold for 25 bucks. It is 71,802. Should be over here. Faraday's a good brand. It seems to sell for us pretty quickly and for a decent amount of money. And somehow I grabbed the one. Oh, where's it at? There it is. Woo! I about dropped the box. You didn't see that. Okay, after Faraday, we got a Nike hoodie. It says a bad word on it. This sold for 15 bucks. It's 63,568. All the way on the other side. Where are you at? Should be in here. Was it 28 or 38? 68. What the heck am I doing? I'm losing it. There we go. Nike. Okay, I found it. It was a little rough there for a second, but all right. I'm gonna need to get another box. So let's grab another box. Actually, let's do the next item first. H&M, a little bit of a rarity here. This H&M pair of new tag pants sold for $36. They are men's, and the number is 68,791. So 68,700 up here. And next we have a vintage, I don't know why I went like this. Next we have a vintage Ralph Lauren polo made in USA, color block. This sold for 40 bucks. Good little find there. I need to get another box. Let's see. Let's scroll around here and grab another box. Got it. Uh-oh, I hit the camera. You didn't see that. Oh no, I'm gonna have to move this. Let's make an adjustment here, ladies. I don't know why I said ladies. All right, let's see. Oh, next we have a pair of golf knickers. It's actually a pretty good brand. Not gonna sell for a ton, but it will sell quick. So for 24 bucks, the number is 72,408. So it's still really fast as well. Okay, where's the 400s? Actually, really fast. Okay, 408 golf knickers. They're kind of like short golf pants. Imagine like an old Scottish man wearing these. They are 72,750. These things sold pretty much instantly. So maybe be on the lookout for the BKE Stella women's jeans. Next is a pair of Chubbies, sold for 29 bucks. Just a pair of board shorts, so it is 70,389. I believe that it's on the other side. 70,300. Ugh, that was loud. Oh my goodness, how lucky am I? First thing I grabbed was the right one. That box was so full. Dear Lord, I think I had to weigh 100 pounds. Okay, maybe not 100, maybe 50. Okay, that's it. That's all Poshmark, guys. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Nifty, code RESELLBROS, 15% off, or you could use the link, or you get a free trial. Just go through our link and get the free trial. It helps support the channel if you just click on the link. We really appreciate it. And trust me, it's going to make you a lot of money. It's going to definitely be worth it. We wouldn't tell you guys it would if it wouldn't. We've turned down countless sponsors, and Nifty was a software we used. The only reason we didn't even reach out to them at all. We were just using the software, so we figured if we're going to tell you guys about it, we might as well get the affiliate link as well. So it's a great software, guys. Definitely check it out. It'll save you a ton of time, and it will make you more money. But thanks for watching. Subscribe. Comment on this video, like it. We're trying to get 10,000 subs. If we hit 10,000, we're going to do a big giveaway, guys. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like watching reselling content.